Ursaluna has been the most ridiculous Pokemon so far in the metagame, at least in my opinion. This ancient evolution to Ursaring has been a dominant force with its sheer offensive power combined with its unreal bulk. I wonder sometimes how this thing even went extinct. Nevertheless, it has come back revived back into the metagame, and it's been super lethal to say the least. Probably the crux of this entire argument has to be its ability Guts. Guts is an ability that activates when a user is statused. Most famously, many players feed these types of Pokemon with the Burn Orb, so that they automatically activate the ability without waiting around. Being burned is much better anyways than being poisoned or paralyzed. But in conjunction with all of that, the move that makes this ability ridiculous is Facade. Facade is originally a base 70 normal type move, but with it being status, this doubles the move's power with it already being boosted from attack from Guts. With the base 140 attack stat as well, and its stats essentially min-maxed. This has been like a godlike Pokemon in the OU metagame. But that's not all. Terastallization, we have to talk about that. Terra Normal has allowed for the augmentation of its stab being a 1.5 times multiplier originally into a 2 times multiplier. Already having its offensive boost with Facade and Guts boosted to its core, now you're also increasing the base damage it will have with the stab multiplier increased to 2 times. That is just insane, and it's not like Ursaluna has poor coverage as well. Ursaluna has amazing coverage options to go along with Facade and Guts. Remember, Guts isn't just limited to Facade, but Facade is famously paired with Guts, but that 1.5 times attack multiplier from Guts will always stay around as long as it's status. It's got moves like Headlong Rush, EQ, Play Rough, Crunch, Seed Bomb, Shadow Claw, etc. The list goes on and on. But surprisingly, none of these moves are my favorite to run on this Pokemon. Actually, I prefer to run Swords Dance. And yes, you heard me correctly, Swords Dance. What a decision by Game Freak to give this already behemoth of a Pokemon that probably surpasses a couple legendaries in its sheer strength alone with a setup move like Swords Dance, adding a +2 boost to its already huge attack stat like I mentioned before. Like, whose sprite idea was this? Now obviously, you can look at Ursaluna's stats and immediately look at that poor speed stat as being a detrimental stat to this OP Pokemon, except it's actually to its benefit. Trick Room is now a viable option now with other Pokemon like Glacier also as well to take advantage of in the tier. And in addition, Cresselia has been probably one of the best Trick Room setters for this Pokemon for an obvious reason. Not only is Cresselia really bulky, but it's got the option to set up screens with Light Clay, having already the huge bulk on Ursaluna be boosted again for 8 more turns. Which, I mean, by the way, there are other screens like Uxie, Dragapult roaming around as well, but I thought it was fair to mention Cresselia because of a move called Lunar Dance, which basically sacrifices Cresselia in exchange for safely bringing any Pokemon. Essentially, after Cresselia dies, if Ursaluna has taken previous damage, it will be healed up right back to full. And this paired with Trick Room, like, oh my god, like full HP Ursaluna Guts boosted, Swords Dance, there's no such counter at this point to this Pokemon. It's an instant ELO drop for all players. Screens, Trick Room, Guts, Swords Dance, Flame Orb, and Move Pool have all come together on this one vantage point of Ursaluna. Ursaluna has taken full advantage of everything in the metagame, and with its absurd stats, it has rained holy hell on the competitive scene. Honestly, as much as I love this Pokemon in the metagame and I love playing with it, it might need to go away from the metagame. It's way too strong, and the counterplay is very limited and also requires minimal mistakes because once the thing has a Sword Stance and / or Trick Room, you can counter it as an instant loss. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Ursaluna and whether it should be banned. And if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more competitive content. And oh, join the Discord, link in the description.